So Big is dead. We can move on. Motherfucker running back and forth across the screen, fucking giving me no chance to fucking dodge anything or shit. Anyway. Is this where I left off? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. It never does. I'm sure you're all dying to know what's up with the message that I got. And it did turn out to not be something fatal. Or at least horrible. It was kind of fine actually. But I'm not sure what's gonna come out of this. Like I said, be ready for the worst. But hope for the best. Really, don't even hope for the best. Just be ready for the worst. That will really keep you covered. That's a pretty shitty attack. It only stabs him right through with the machete, and slides him across the floor. Yeah, I'm close enough to where I was, I think. Hopefully. Slides him across the floor, and he didn't even notice. He didn't even bother to look around. What was that noise? Apparently, just the wind. Oh yeah, the Big again, and the fucker with guns again, and the fucking hole in the ground again. Fantastic. Wow, that was faster than with the pounce attack that supposedly offered you some kind of finishers and beat down on the ground. Fantastic. I'm not sure what's gonna turn out of that. Yeah, perfect grammar, as always. You can count on me when it comes to that. Yeah, thanks. That's what I wanted. Fuck! What's gonna happen? Anyway, whatever. Listen here. This is shit, and I'm upset right now. Again, like before, like I had struggled in the previous episode or whatever, where you fucking they're just one-hit kills anyways. Perfect. When I struggled to fucking climb up the fucking wall with a dipshit with a gun who was shooting at me from the position outside of the fucking floor, it worked perfectly. Fucking challenge. Fun and engaging mechanics. It's as if I'm playing with the warships again. Right, I'm sliding off of the fucking roof. He isn't. Because the game decided to be a little princess again. It needs fucking easy mode on the player. You don't. It's fine, you need to just deal with it. I'm sitting like a meter away from a fucking tiny microphone and I'm blowing it out.
I need a thumper to meet me on the roof of the goldfish.
Nothing like relaxing fucking session of playing a game you like. I never really said I like this game. Or did I? I did say that I like that it's not in 16 or 34, 3.5 bits. It's the non-tits graphic, I guess. Fucking die, bitch. I'm being shot with grenades. It's fine. You don't need to live. You don't need to not live, actually. Perfect. No, it reminds me that lately, like I think I mentioned, I probably didn't. Fuck. Yeah. The grenades, again, don't work on the enemies. It's never a problem for them. I've been playing D&D with my pals, and it's like the only venue that I'm able to really express myself, how evil I am and shit, as you can tell by my timid and very emotional, no, the other way around, my timid and non-engaged, thank you, perfect, that's what I wanted. Timid and non-engaging playthroughs of everything, really. Next time I'll just yell, that's energy. It's like when I saw, yeah, let's go on a tangent because why not. There's a channel where a girl does politics or social issues, whatever. The kind of channel that actually gets views, which is political banter to an extent. And also she's a woman that's kind of attractive. And she goes, where does she go? I was looking at the screen, I don't know what the cutscene that just happened was about. I think I know. Anyway. Come on. I would love to remember what I was talking about. One way or another, maybe. A tangent, political. What else? Ah yes, now I remember. She said that men confuse being an asshole for confidence, but it's fine because women confuse being an asshole for confidence. It's like YouTube business, really amazing. Let me tell you, people confuse yelling with good energy in a video. And it's fine anyway, because creators confuse good energy in a video for yelling, so it all balances itself out. Anyway. So, yeah. As usual. Yeah, let's go for another tangent. It's really strenuous on my sort of hands and wrists and fingers. Forearms, really. Do you know that there is no muscles in your fingers? All the operations of your fingers are controlled by your forearm. I guess I'm making enough sense. I'm making enough sense to myself. That's what counts, really.
You stop for a fucking manicure? Where are you?
I think he was running and talking through the phone. Ah, fuck, amazing. Fuck, shit! Good thing I've got minigun here. Very useful right now. Didn't work. Could have hit the big group of the enemies, but we know better. Not to trust fucking game mechanics. Just fucking cheat. I wish there was fucking some kind of New Game Plus here, but there is no skill to gain or anything. Fuck! Ah, perfect. I probably just... yeah, perfect. Amazing. I love having control over games. It's very useful when you're a player. It's getting hot. Again. Get off. It's getting hot. Meaning... not only am I being strained by pressing the fucking buttons rapidly and too fast for my own good, but also summer's coming. So, called Game of Thrones, I guess. What I'm trying to say is that I'm gonna be doubly sweaty for that. Yeah, doubly. I don't care. You just understand me after all, right? I don't need to know English, I just need to know few words. Yeah, and I'm mashing the buttons too fast for my own good. I'm getting all strained and shit. And sweating. And angry. Really, everything's really converging to help me with my heat management. Whatever. Let's fire it up. Or just keep on coming. Or actually they won't, because you didn't trigger them to appear yet. Once you do, they'll overwhelm you because you won't be able to turn around. I hear someone running. Now he'll be able... almost, he'll be able to... I wanted to say, he'll be able to get up and somehow he'll have invincibility frames, which will allow him to somehow pass underneath, flank me, and ruin the entire moment. What was I saying? Yes, I'm playing D&D. And I feel like it's the only venue that I'm able to express myself, really. But also not at all. See, I just so happen to play a lawful evil character, and when we were able, well, when we were sort of, that's satisfying. That's what I want. I wonder if I will remember to put the joke in here. Can't jump, so bye bye minigun. We're figuring out who we're gonna play, and since there's 4 of us, we can have pretty balanced fucking teams. So I said we need someone who'll be a healer. Unfortunately, the only person that agreed to be a healer didn't want to play a cleric or a druid, so he plays a fucking paladin. So even though I'm fucking lawful evil and I've got a paladin in my team, you might think that it's fucking ruining everything right now. Shit. It's fine. No, it's fine. That's what I wanted. Good. That just fell into abyss. How high up are we right now? I know we're running on top of the buildings, on the roofs of the buildings, but also it's sort of kind of like Mexico Wild West, which would supposedly mean that it's like 2-story tall only. Yeah, just didn't jump well enough. Doesn't matter. Wish there was fucking Japanese game-like grading system to let me know that it was my fault for the shit to not work, and I should be penalized for that. I was penalized for that with death. Anyway, never mind. So he plays a paladin, and even though I just a second ago said that D&D is the only way for me to express myself. Oh, I just skipped him. That's fine. Hulk Hogan? Oh shit. Good. I thought I was the dude with tattoos right now, a moment ago. Even though D&D is like the only venue for me to express myself, sort of. Like, you know, it's an adventure. You're in the situations you're usually not in, like being able to actually kill your employer. But I've got a paladin, so he kind of ruins it. Also, they want to be fair and shit, so they'd rather... we did elect a leader at some point, but he puts the simplest choices, simplest dilemmas choices to the vote. Like, where do we go? Left, right? Let's put it to the vote. Dude, you're the leader just because of this. We should gain consensus on the hard issues, while you decide on the easy ones. When we go either left or right, you decide. We're going left, and we keep playing instead of keep talking. Yeah. So, and it also turned out to be a paladin because they really didn't want to have a necromancer mage as their leader for some reason. I wouldn't know why. Yeah. What was I saying is that, yeah, that my hopes of allowing myself or being able to express myself in the evil way got kinda turned down by having other people in the team, as usual. It's like, it's as if there's society I take part in, or take part in. I'll just mumble the words anyway. Oh, great. It doesn't matter how close to him I'll be, I'll just die because I ran out of fucking health. Oh, just this. I don't know what it does. But yeah, probably a grenade launcher, probably not. Can't be bothered picking it up because I'll die otherwise. It will slow me down and I won't be able to move or be agile and avoid the problem like that. Yeah, I love being forced to use... Oh, it's a flamethrower. Alright. It's good enough. Anyway. Oh yeah. Dodge the series out of a minigun. Fantastic. Anyway. Yeah, pick up that weapon when you're standing in the middle of the screen and you're being flanked continuously. I'd skip it, but that's not really an option with this controller. Probably because I can't press pause really. Don't press square because you'll pick up the healing item when you're barely injured. That wouldn't be a waste at all. Now it's getting to be. I mean, now it's getting not to be. That's why I'll consciously use it. Fuck the dogs. Call your friend. Call your mom. She'll fuck the dog. Don't use the... Use the thing. Fantastic. Wasn't a waste though. I'm still short. So supposedly it heals for less than you'd hope. Maybe. Now, guy called Big decided to charge and fucking... Controls not tight enough to be able to dodge at any point. Yeah, like that. Drop everything you're doing and focus on dodging. That's how you dodge. That's how you perform evasive maneuvers or anything that prevents you from taking damage. And it doesn't work with guns though. Yeah, just fucking hit me from every side. I don't need to live. Thanks. That's what I wanted. Yeah, perfect. Don't lose him out of sight because he'll charge through bullets anyways. It was an attack, but also a defense. So, as we all know, offense is the best defense. So, I wonder why it doesn't work on the player. Could it be because fuck you? Yeah, drink it anyway. Waste it. That's what you wanted. Going back to what I was saying, with my solid voice, completely calm and under control. Not going to high pitches anyways, at all, I mean. Totally know what I'm saying. Something. Not quite being able to be evil, is what I'm trying to say. And even though it does offer more freedom than video games because they need to be pre-scripted and somehow account at least for some choices of the player. Like I'm playing, right, that's where I am and that's what I have to do. Fuck, shit, fuck. It grenades in the air. They don't need to be effective. Yeah, perfect. That beer didn't help me at all. Fantastic. There. Fixed it. Skipped the cutscene because I was too lazy to reach over. It's like the other thing is, let's go for another tangent or on another tangent. Come on. Why not sinus? Well, it's probably my fault because Anyway, let's not go on the tangent because it's my fault because the controller is cheap and doesn't allow you to control the things correctly because start select an analog button doesn't really work. Don't really work. Are they dead? No. That'll be good enough, I'm sure. Yeah, it's fine. I wanted to take that in the face. In case she misses with the fucking helicopter dick spinning stuff, she just has a ground pound anyway, sort of. Like OTG. I've been through that. I won't explain that. Good enough. And which allows her to just reach you after the dodge because ranges don't matter. Not with you or the enemies. Like, they don't matter when you want them to. That's what I'm trying to say. Where's the flamethrower? I'm willing to try it. Becoming desperate here. I'm wanting to use the things the game gives me. That cannot be right. Fuck. Beer. They just shoot me anyway. I just fucking keep rolling. Fred Durst. There we go. Grenade, bitch. That's good. Perfect. It works. It works to some extent at least. Oh, a guy with a minigun. Oh, no longer. That's good. That's effective. That's not. Oh, perfect. Yes, thank you. Thank you for just fucking spawning another one. I think I'm getting through this to some extent. I picked up something maybe? No. Oh, fuck.
You know I was just having some fun with you. I knew you could take those guys out.
Yeah, whatever.
I think we should team up, man. With Falcon gone, I could be your new wingman. Please. Really?
Shit. What did you cut? Oh. You know, that doesn't really work. If
Angelo, he's next.
Here, keep it. Very thoughtful of him, actually. You can get it. When you have your own parts sewn back to you, it's a replant as opposed to a transplant where you take something from someone else and put it inside you or inside another patient, someone else. So you can still save it, actually. What I was trying to say is that it doesn't work when you cut somebody's hand off. It doesn't stay glued or like sticking to it.
What is it, my son?
And it's not that you don't understand that you've been hit, I think.
Busy now.
even though, you know, trauma and adrenaline and things like that.
I look forward to it.
I thought he was gonna say, I look fantastic, so like the... Oh, maybe that was the trick. The bloody trail is what gave him away. We have the same scene again, only different, now including the characters that we didn't have in the frame before. Because now it's the time to actually have it correctly.
I have failed in the eyes of God. Forgive me, Father, for I will sin.
Oh. Remember that Catholic practice.
Lazarus.
I should
yeah,
call
busy.
you fucked.
That's a good one. We're having a boss fight? I think not. Yeah, he ran away. We're not having a boss fight. Good. That means I can fucking finish it here. Why is he employing a ninjas now? It's not even the like... It's not that I didn't remember or anything, or that it's not that a newer Hitman came later than after this game. Which is to say that, why is he employing some sort of SWAT ninjas? Why is a priest employing some SWAT ninjas instead of what is it? Latex wearing, buxom, or just curvaceous? Like, lately I've learned that buxom means full figure and also with big tits. It doesn't just mean good hips and good tits. It means also having a lot of belly, which is which means being fat. Yes, big-titted, well-assed, latex-wearing nuns with guns and possibly tattoos like in Hitman. Why isn't he employing those? Because it requires creating another asset, and that would cost money, and that's EA, so maybe not in this life, not in this universe. And the other game I wanted to mention, other games are pre-scripted, so you don't quite get the freedom of choice, and also the moral ambiguity. Like, for instance, I'm playing the Old Republic, which is an MMO, but it is an RPG, and it actually has a story, which is something admirable, especially since you don't really have anything that's anywhere close to KOTOR 3, so that's the best you're getting, really. You often don't have a moral ambiguity, moral grayscale, or anything like that. For instance, I always say that the motivations are more important than the actions, actually. So, imagine, for instance, when you're helping someone. It seems noble, right? When you pick him off the ground. But if your motivation is that you want to use that to your advantage later on, call on a favor, and you might think that helping that person wasn't that good after all. Yeah. Also, now, similar things, like, man, I wanted to finish it now, and only now is where I get to talk about what I actually wanted to talk about. Well, I guess the episode will be just longer. Whose problem is that? Not mine. I find myself being, I guess, too rational. I don't really get to be impulsive. I think I mentioned, I probably didn't. Anyway, one way or another, I'm gonna mention it again, is that, you know, well, you don't know and I won't tell you, is that there was a village of kobolds we were supposed to take care of. You know, we were able to take care of it on multiple ways, anyway, and so we decided to keep them alive. And I thought that we might come back once we get a couple of more levels, so that's easier, and just kill them too, because the job was to get rid of them. And there would be no one to stop us, really. But then I thought maybe we could use them instead and keep them alive, and they'll farm like narcotic ingredients or alchemy ingredients for us. That seems reasonable, but also slavery. So you think that's good that I keep them alive or not? Similar in the Old Republic. You can, for instance, lately, I did Corellia, and there is a guy that's a traitor to Corellia, to Republic, but works with the Empire in exchange for being a prime minister afterward. Once the conflict is done. Let's use simpler words, especially since the longer ones are too similar. So you can kill him, and that's pretty evil, right? But you can also spare him. And the character actually says that it's beneficial to keep someone local as a ruler or governing body because they'll be more obedient. So is that good or not? You keep him alive and you use him as a puppet, really. You're the shadow government. But is it? Anyway, but he gets to live, but he doesn't get to rule the place the way he wants to. And you're doing it exclusively so that the local...
Blessed are the determined. Pay Shank.
Yeah. Exclusively so that the local population doesn't rebel. So you want to keep them in check. Essentially what I'm trying to say is that both choices could be seen as evil. While just because you keep them alive, it's taken as a light side action and you get points for that. The other thing is that, for instance, there was like an resistance movement, very relevant to current generation of Star Wars movies. A resistant movement where... Oh good. A resistance movement where once you beat them up, the leader says spare us and we'll serve you. So now, what stops you from getting the person that attacked you to swear the allegiance, to make all the subordinates swear their allegiance, and then execute them, and having killing two birds with one stone? In instances like that, even though it's hard because as far as relevancy goes, the most relevant thing is what kind of points you get. But then it's sort of never mentioned, even though you do get mail that addresses the issue that you just went through. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll actually be able to jump over this. I was amazing. But there's rocket chasing me anyway. Is there something? No. No, there's the ledge that doesn't allow me to go over. Anyway, I'm not gonna chase the source of the rocket, which is the priest. Again, hypocrisy of fucking Catholic Church, much, possibly. So, you do get mail that later on, theoretically, assures you that your choices had some meaning in the grander scheme of the world you're in. They don't, not really, but you're making the choice, so... And your choice is limited, so you have to make some sort of choice and then convince yourself that you did it in a way that you're actually satisfied with, is what I'm trying to say. So, really, somehow not actually free to express my evil around, even though the D&D is the best I've got so far. Anyway, learn more about that by watching more of my shit later on. You also have to subscribe and do everything that YouTube requires to be a cool guy and make me a cool guy. Well, I already am a cool guy, so it's up to you then. Till next time.